2024. Oh, of gifts.
For gifts from my wife.
Oh.
And how it works is she picks it.
Yeah.
And then I buy it, and then I put it away.
I love that. All right. Hey, you are prepared.
I'm already into her birthday for 2024 now. So I'm all done for this year and next year.
I love it. You're prepared. Well, if you want to be as prepared as Jay is for his wife, this is the way to go. Maybe it's for this year. Maybe it's for 2024. I don't know how you could ever possibly put this away. Jay, this is a true work of art. This today's special is not just one beautiful, incredible artisan-created sterling silver and genuine gemstone bracelet. It's 2 genuine gemstones in each bracelet. So we're showing them here, right? You get either beautiful chalcedony, that is absolutely...
No, this is
Am I doing it wrong?
Rhodochrosite.
I'm so sorry. Hi, Jay. My name is Shannon Fox. You've been here for 28 years. The GIA will probably uncertify me right now. They uncertified me. Rhodochrosite, thank you. Well, I saw the lapis on the other side, and I got a little tongue-tied. That lapis it's like mesmerizing. You can't take your eyes off it. And I know you've got an incredible story about this quality of lapis. So that's your option. You've got that's one bracelet that has 2 completely different looks. And then you've got your Labradorite. The Labradorite in the studio doesn't do justice to your Labradorite, by the way.
I do have Labradorite specimens to show.
Beautiful. And then this
turquoise.
Incredible turquoise. Okay, this is like 2 cuffs in one. $169.98 for the Labradorite and turquoise. The Rhodochrosite and lapis, that one's gonna be just a little bit more. We're gonna explain why. It should be much, much more. And if you're wondering about sizes, and of course, you know, Jay, I have a very petite wrist. This will work because you just gently sort of adjust that cuff, that sterling silver kind of adjusts to your wrist. We say 6 1/4 to 7 1/4 inch wrist. Holy cow, I know you worked on this for so long. We've never done a cuff like this before.
Yeah, and, you know, we probably need to talk about these individually so that we don't confuse the thing. So you want to talk about the turquoise first? The turquoise and the Labradorite?
Right there.
Okay, well, number one, the design. For anybody who hasn't shopped with us and they don't really realize what Mind Finds is about and what we do is this, we're an extremely niche business. So extreme that I'm not personally aware, I've been doing this for 46 years, and I'm not personally aware of anybody who does everything that we do or that really has what we do as far as designers and manufacturers. All these designs are unique only to our show, right? We make these just for us. We don't sell them anywhere else. We don't sell them to any other distributors, anybody, right? So the only way that you can buy these designs is buy them here. I don't know of anybody else. These are really truly unique. These are what we call our gallery editions. They're all completely hand done from scratch. Okay, so everything that you're seeing here, one of the things that sets us apart, makes us different, is this. Most jewelry in today's world is either cast, that's predominant, or stamped. In our case, we do stampings, we do castings as well, but these are all hand done, and they're all individually hand done by silversmiths from scratch from sterling silver sheet material. That's really important. Let's talk about these materials. Okay, number one, you've got the Labradorite. Actually, that's really, what you're seeing there, this is Labradorite from Madagascar. You could absolutely have the ultimate best Labradorite on planet Earth. I mean, the highest grade Labradorite. If you don't have lapidarists that know how to chase the fire on this material and cut this material, it will just turn gray. It will not, like you see a lot of Labradorite that, well, it could be just bad quality Labradorite, but if it doesn't really have that sheen and that spark, it's because they didn't chase the fire line. And what you're here now, you're seeing that fire line, and that's what you're gonna get. So it's all in actually how you cut it.
Oh my gosh, okay, everybody look at this.
I don't know, that's, all right, I don't even come in on this, guys.
That's incredible. So that's the rough.
Okay, this is the rough material. Let me scooch
this over just a little bit.
All right, okay.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, okay, I'm not really, it's hard, even hard to show.
You're chasing the fire, you're chasing it in the studio.
So if you see the fire here and how this fire, you have to orient the stone in order for the fire to actually come out, right? So when you cut this, you can't cut it like this. There you go.
That's a great shot.
There we go. Now we're coming. Now we're talking. Okay, now we're cooking. So a picture's worth 1,000 words. The first picture was maybe worth $10, okay?
Sure,
so
yeah.
this is worth 1,000 right there. Okay, that is the property of Labradorescence. Okay, so now I've explained Labradorescence.
But by the way, it's $34 to get the Labradorite home, and it's at $38 to get the Rhodochrosite and the lapis, just so everybody knows.
Okay, I'm going to explain this because we're already seeing it on Facebook and stuff, and there seems to be a lot of confusion. So I'm going to clarify this right now and hopefully make it simple. And you know, I could literally talk an hour on this and bore you to tears, but I'm not going to. Okay, this is gold matrix turquoise from Chile. That's what this is. It's natural turquoise. Here's the deal, okay? There seems to be a confusion on what compressed and what composite is. This is not a composite material. This is a natural, these actually are the nuggets that we press together to make this. So what we do is, I just want to demonstrate something to everybody. Okay, I'm holding a handful of these natural nuggets. I don't know if you could pop that up there for me, okay? There is not a single one of these, size-wise, there's not a single one size-wise that would cut this humongous cap. So the only thing that we can do is take this material, this size, and smaller, but you know, basically these natural nuggets, that's what it is. It's all natural turquoise, it's natural nuggets, and we compress them together, and that in itself is, I can't tell you, like an art form, right? It's not like you just go and you just put it in a block and then somebody stands on it, right? They put this under, the pressure that this is under, I think it's like, something like it's like 500 tons or something of pressure.
Whoa.
And so it's created with heat pressure, and they literally press it together and bind it. And then what it does is it gives us a block of material where we can cut those larger cabochons, and that's basically what it is.
I'm glad that you described that, because it's still the natural. It's like you're marrying them together. You didn't create you didn't mix different pieces of.
Right, composite is, just so everybody understands what a composite is. A composite is where you take different ingredients and you manufacture it. Right.
That is not this.
That's a composite material. It's there. Now, there could be natural ingredients in there, but it can be all kinds of different things, right, that are pressed together. This is actually compressed nugget turquoise. And then, of course, on the other side, you've got that beautiful labradorite. Every one of yours, I guarantee you, it doesn't get by our qual control if it doesn't have fire. If it doesn't have labradorescence, you won't get it. You won't receive it. Now, I also will tell you that they do this on purpose, is they make studio lighting just so that it won't show jewelry well. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to suppress the jewelry industry. I know. No, I'm just kidding. You know, basically what it is, you know, studio lighting is made to show skin. It's made to, and it does, you know what, it does very well a lot of times with clothing. But with gemstones and gem materials, it's probably the absolute worst lighting that you can get. So here again, you're getting something. This design is part of what we call our gallery edition.
And that's where that gallery edition is usually very, very limited amount of pieces, right? You usually do, you know, maybe 40, maybe 60 pieces. I know you've been working really hard on this and kind of collecting slash hoarding for a while. This
is the design alone, okay, is part of our gallery edition. Our gallery editions, like Shannon was saying, this is something that we don't make normally, would never, ever be a Today Special. And the reason is because how we have to make them. They all literally are made from scratch by silversmiths and lapidarists by hand. So it takes forever, so you really can't make large quantities. And in this case, we made about maybe a third of what we normally would do for a Today Special, but I just love the design. Okay, now,
talk about
this one, okay, and I gotta tell you, I'm just all over this, and this because these are my colors that I chose. And not that I'm not a turquoise guy, because everybody knows that turquoise is my first love. That was my first. Here's what's so exciting about this, okay? Number one, the lapis in this. You can't buy better lapis. I guarantee you. I've been doing this for 46 years. I know a lot about lapis. This material has all but disappeared from the market. A lot of this material that you're looking at, and I can't guarantee what date or what, but the material here can be as much as 25 years old in my collection. I'm having to use, this grade of lapis doesn't exist out there on the market anymore. We're not seeing it anywhere. And we haven't this is going on 7 years now. About 2 years ago, I finally broke into my private personal stash. And I've been using that in our designs to keep us going. I will tell you, going into 2023, if you don't believe what I'm telling you now, you're gonna believe it in 2023 when you tune into Mind Find Show. You'll see very, very little lapis. If you do see anything, you'll see cabochons. The cool thing though, that just to make a positive spin on it, if you do see any of the lapis, it's gonna be this grade, right? This is right here, this is the creme de la creme. This lapis normally in this grade would be reserved for gold. You would put it in 14, 18, or 22 karat gold. It would never, ever, nobody ever would ever want to put it in silver. It is because it's such a high value material. Now, you flip that over, and this is Rhodochrosite. Now, this comes from Argentina, and it comes from a mine that it's a cavern, is what it is. It's a cave. And the thing that makes Rhodochrosite unique and different is the fact that it grows in stalactites and stalagmites, right? There's only that one location. In fact, in February, I met with the miner in Tucson, and in March, I actually went to Argentina, went to the mine, and his name is Hector. He's one of the local boys that made it big as a miner, right? I mean, they literally grew up in this little village in the middle of nowhere, and we're dealing directly with Hector to be able to get this quality of material. The mine, 6 years ago, the front of the cavern, where they all caved in.
Oh, no.
And so they haven't been able to actually get back into the cavern to get any new material. So the only, which has made the material even more valuable than it was before. They're actually trying to, right now, try to tunnel in from the back of the mountain and try to access it like that because they really can't get in from the front. But right now, Rhodochrosite, here's on both of these materials, the Rhodochrosite is super rare. Super, super, super rare. Right? You don't see this material, and to be honest, when you do see it in this grade, the price is through the roof. The only reason that we're able to use this grade material is because we're dealing directly with the miner. I mean, we have direct access. The lapis, I don't have direct access to the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan.
No.
It's not a place where they're really too friendly, or, you know, like you really got to be a local. And even the locals, you know, it's all very tribal. And that's kind of one of the reasons that that's happened to the lapis market. And from what I know, I go to a location outside of Afghanistan where the Afghanis come and they trade with us directly. And my last trip was about 5 years ago. And I finally gave up because it's very expensive. It's very hard to make those trips. And we weren't getting any material whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
So if you want really high grade lapis, you might really want to consider getting it while you can. Now, maybe somebody else has a better source than me, but I'm just telling you right now, I don't see it anywhere in the market.
We've been doing this for just a sec for the last 48 years. But what you're seeing here, this is very, very limited. These are the gallery collection. They're on sale today for our today's special just for you. Why did we offer this today? Because we know that you want something that you cannot get anyplace else. You want a bold cuff that still has that elegant sort of open space that you can adjust to fit your wrist, but you want 2 in 1. We're all trying to stretch our dollars. How about stretching your dollar from one beautiful sterling silver, genuine Labradorite bracelet into a sterling silver, genuine turquoise cuff as well, or you want 2 completely very, very rare Rhodochrosite. You want that cuff with sterling silver, and you want that genuine lapis as well. I love too, Jay, that you did it where one side is faceted, one side is smooth, big, bold cabochons, each side looking so different. And today, because it's our today's special, you can get this home, you can get the Rhodochrosite home for $38. You can get the turquoise and Labradorite home. I'm laughing because I want to say lapis. You're laughing at me too. The pretty one, they're so beautiful. I don't know how you could choose. The $36. We've got extended returns through the end of January as well. If you want to save an additional $30, just apply for the HSN card. If you're new to HSN, this is a great day to come here because Jay has been delighting you, people just like you, for 28 years now here at HSN, yeah. And even 20 years longer than that in outside of HSN. But for $30, we're gonna give you $30 to spend. I think you will absolutely love this. And we were talking, Jay, about how the cameras here in the studios, they don't do that Labradorite justice, right? Like when we look at that Labradorite, you can see that it has, it's got a beauty to it, it's got a depth, it has that shimmer, but the quality that you bring to us, people always talk about their collecting their J. King pieces.
Well, in this case, with this, the reason that we do it today special, okay, is it has to be something very special. Now, that being said, it's very rare. In the time I've been doing this, I can only remember a handful of times where we actually took one of our gallery designs and made it to a today's special. And here again, it's because of how we have to manufacture them, right? A lot of people say things are handmade or they're made, and they are, okay? But I gotta tell you, it doesn't get any more handmade than this. It really doesn't, because they're all completely made from scratch. Do you know that we even make the sterling silver material that the silversmiths use is custom made? Whoa. So that's how custom these pieces are. Is when you think about this, even your sterling silver material, all the sterling silver sheet is made by a foundry, by us, to our specifications, and it comes out as sheet silver. The sheet silver then is given to the silversmiths, and in this case what they've done, they've cut this sheet silver into strips, and then they actually draw it, they pull it through a special jig, and they make it into what they call half round. And that's the half round material that you're seeing here that they've made the bracelet out of. If you look at how this is engineered and how this is put together, then you really understand that these have to be hand done. There is no way to do this with a machine. There is no machine on planet Earth, there's not even a robot that I know of that actually can do this. This is really an art form. It's the kind of designs that really, it's the kind of things, to tell you the truth, that live on forever, that are gonna live in your family, that you can hand down from generation to generation to generation.
You really can. Now you get to choose which 2 stones you want, and then you don't have to choose a size. So Jay, I was just sort of, it's so I wanna say malleable.
Right. Now you have, okay,
yeah, I have a very, very petite wrist.
Okay, well, I would go beyond
okay.
petite.
Bitty.
Yeah. I make rings that big.
All right.
Okay, I'm just kidding. No, but if you look at my wrist and your wrist, okay, yes. And mine's not huge,
Right.
Yeah,
ends of the spectrum.
So, but on, like pretty much that's the cool thing with these cuffs and how we make them, especially when they're made the way I'm describing, the way I'm telling you. The great thing is because it's sterling silver sheet material, It's not poured, right? So it's not molten poured. It's actually, so that you have what you call tensile strength. So you've got a very, very strong structural sterling silver setting. But the cool thing about it, once you put this on your wrist a few times and adjust it just a couple of times, it will pop on so easily, and it just fits like a glove every time, and you don't have to mess with it. You're not going to be constantly pinching and doing that. Once you get it adjusted to your wrist, you literally just flop it on.
I love it, honestly, and it does fit mine. I was able to adjust it to mine as well. So when we really do say this is for everybody, if you are on the phone, please stay there, don't hang up. You can also scan the QR code down at the bottom of your screen with your phone or your tablet, and these are gonna ship to you for free. You've got 5 interest-free payments, extended returns. There's really no reason not to get it now. You're not gonna find a better deal. You're not gonna find these anyplace else. Handcrafted, sterling silver, 2 genuine, ginormous